Okay, so today we're going to be looking at how to install the invisible shield on the iPad. So just recently I got the invisible shield for my iPad, and as you can see, this is a finished version of it. Obviously it's much shinier now. Now that's not the best installation job. It looks pretty clean and pretty well done. There are some air bubbles in it. Now the invisible shield's probably one of the hardest things to install on an iPhone, an iPod Touch, an iPad, etc. So you really need to know what you're doing when you do it, because otherwise you can really screw it up and stick it together, and it can just end up a mess. So what you need to do is, let's say you have your iPad, you've been using it. This one obviously has no invisible shield on it. That has nothing on it. You need to clean it off. Now I'm just going to use iClear for the sake of this. And then obviously wipe it off and make sure it's clean. And then if there's any dust left over, you just want to dust it off. Because otherwise it will get trapped underneath the invisible shield. So I'm going to go ahead and clean this and then come back when that's done, and we will proceed to install the shield, which I have right here, which is a full body shield actually. That's cleaned right there, and you just want to go ahead and make sure that you have no dust particles on it. Otherwise they'll get trapped within the iPad when you install the invisible shield. So all you need to do now is, you have your invisible shield here. By the way, all this stuff like the iClear and all that, the air dust, it can be found in your local computer shop. I'll go ahead and take it out. This is your installation squeegee here, and your shield spray. In here is your front and back protection, as you can see. Now all you need to do is get your invisible shield here. And your spray. Now the spray is very important into basically making this thing work. You need to be very careful on how you actually peel it off, because it can get stuck. The invisible shield is the best, but at the same time it's pretty much the worst because of the sticking. But if you get it right, it is amazing basically. They also give you a little thing for your home button here. But we're just going to focus on the main shields, the front and the back. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and peel this off. Now make sure when you peel this off, as you're peeling it, use the shield spray and just keep spraying it on there. Otherwise it will probably stick and you'll just ruin the entire thing. So make sure you keep using this, spraying it every time you peel a bit. Spray it over the shield so it doesn't stick. And then you should be all good to go. So I'll go ahead and peel this off and show you when it's done.
They got my name in a marquee. They got my foreign chick holding my car keys. Bentley, Maybach, whatever you want, be. This be the good life you hear about. Nikon flashing, icons passing, popping pills, no aspirin. Asking who gonna meet me at the bar. The whole world is a sky, said you the star. Next thing my alarm cuts through the dark. It's my favorite ringtone. You know the one on top of the charts with the guy singing in auto-tune. How you breaking his heart? I watch the TV inside and go.
I just basically rolled that on there. All you need to do is just align up the shield with the points where you think is best. Obviously you didn't want to see that part. It took about 10-15 minutes just to get it perfect. Now it looks pretty bubbled after a while. It will turn into that and you won't be able to notice any bubbles. Now obviously with all the shield spray, it doesn't do anything. When you go to squeegee it out, the shield spray actually does come out underneath the cover. I'll go ahead and do the back now, and obviously you want to make sure that the back of it is clean as well. So I'm going to go ahead and put the back shield on now. So it's the same thing, you just line it up and make sure it's all on there correctly. There's no real technique to do it besides spraying when you're removing the shield. That's a huge technique, otherwise it will stick and you'll basically waste your money on that. So just make sure that you use a lot of the spray to make sure that the actual shield doesn't stick together or whatever else. So I'll come back when the back is on.
The life of the real might be the first time you heard that I got a deal. Some signs to deliver it on. Close your eyes, open your mind, and come right along with the kid you now know as shit. And I report to the stage, live a color. I resort to the page behind my persona. A new lease on life, but I'd rather be an owner. Never sold out a board, and before you close your eyes, I'm going, I am. Never the spot for too long, I'm too strong. You've been warned, you're lukewarm. Artistic vision plus an authentic mission. Leave me off limit, bitches. Your chances on the fringes, knock the door off the hinges. It must be.
Okay, so you can see that one right there was perfect. I actually got that pretty much exactly. So there really isn't any trick to getting it on there. You just need to sort of align it perfectly. I like to sort of align one side and then take it off and sort of just remold it. So you obviously saw how I did it. You might want to copy that, or you might want to make your own technique even. There isn't really any right or wrong way to install it, as you probably gathered. Now that has a lot of bubbles on it. Obviously they do dissipate, and you need to use the squeegee, which I will do later. I don't have time right now because I don't want to make this video like 30 minutes. But I'll obviously squeegee probably 90% of those bubbles out there. They're not that hard to get out. And also you might want to use some of the shield spray to help the squeegee slide along, just so you don't make any marks on your shield. I highly do recommend the invisible shield. I have it on the Canon 550D right now on the screen so it doesn't scratch it. It is really military grade. It's great stuff. Again, I really recommend it. You should go and check it out. I think you can go and get it at zag.com. You can go and check that out. So yeah, if you enjoyed the video, subscribe for more.